Hello, everybody. Welcome to Behind the Faith. Whatever time zone you're watching, wherever in the globe you're actually connecting, we're excited to be with you this week. And whether this is your first time or you've been here before, we're really excited to share with you what's happening in and around the Faith family of networks. As you can see, I am with the lovely Desnay today. Desnay, do you want to greet everybody?
Yes, Tando, we're so excited that every single person is joining us today. I want to encourage every single one of you to keep the conversation going on our social media platforms, Facebook, as well as Instagram at MyFaithTV. We're so blessed and we know that you're going to enjoy this.
Yes, we know you are. And listen, man, if you are maybe not as social savvy as Desnay over here, simply go to myfaith.tv and fill in a form or email us partner@myfaithtv.com and let us know, hey guys, it's so good to connect, or I was connecting for the first time. Whatever questions you actually have for the entire network, go ahead and ask. I mean, the hosts are always here ready to answer your questions, but it has been such an amazing time this entire week. As we conclude September, we've got a great lineup for you today. To kick things off, Bande had an interview with Heartline, so go ahead and check this out.
Well, family, today I am joined by Garth all the way from Heartlines. Garth, welcome to Behind the Faith.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate you having me.
Cool. Garth, let's talk everything Heartlines. So what is Heartlines and how did all this come about?
So Heartlines is a Christian-based NGO that basically uses the power of story to mobilize people, those who have the Christian faith and those that don't, to live the values that we proclaim. So, our big question is what would happen to society if Christians began to live their faith, not just on Sunday. And so Heartlines uses story, uses the media to inspire people to be their better selves, and then supports with resources for churches, etc. How it came about is, by background, I'm a medical doctor, and in 1992, I started an organization called Soul City, television, radio, print, soul buddies.
Oh, wow.
I ran that for...
That was you?
So I ran that for... That was me. I ran that for 17 years.
I used to watch Soul Buddies all the time.
Yeah, and buddies clubs, and so I just sort of, felt, Lord, you've given me this extraordinary sort of understanding, access, knowledge around using media, using story to inspire people. I don't believe Soul City is the end. I think it's a means to an end. And then, I just felt convicted that, is that actually they talk about in Africa, Christianity is a mile wide and an inch deep. And so much of what we do, in our own country of South Africa, we're a nation who apparently is 80% Christian.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't play out in everyday life, because you don't often know who's the Christian and who's not, because the values and the behavior doesn't really seem to. So the big question was, what would happen if we actually started to inspire people to live their faith, to live their values? And that was the genesis of Heartlines.
Sure.
So that was in 2002, is that when we started.
So I want to ask this question in this way. You kind of touched on it, but I want to go deeper down this rabbit hole. So I want to get behind the heart of Heartlines specifically. Why do you guys exist in the media space? There's so much that's happening. There's Christian television, there's Christian radio, there's all sorts of stuff. But why do you as Heartlines exist in this media space? Can you go deeper into that for me?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think the Christian media space is wonderful. There are amazing programs such as yours, such as others, but in some ways that's not necessarily where all Christians are going, and it's not where all people are going, but are exposed to, that's mainstream. SABC, DSTV, etc., is, and my experience of Soul City is that we were reaching millions and millions of people, whereas a Christian radio station or even a TV station doesn't get those numbers.
True.
So if you're wanting to influence society, you've got to go, and you've got a big societal vision as we do, you've got to go where the people are.
Yeah.
And so we are, this concept of as wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So we're essentially very Christian, but the resources that you see, like the TV shows, etc., the films that Heartlines produces, are able to exist in the broad media space. And again, why media is a director in Hollywood said to me years ago, he said, America is today what Hollywood portrayed it to be 20 years ago.
Sure.
And essentially what he's saying is that the power of a small group of creative people, their morals, their values, etc., that influence those stories, the bold and the beautiful and all those other things that we've been exposed to, actually becomes normative in society. And yet their norms and values actually do not represent the mainstream, but they influence the mainstream. So does media lead or does media follow? I am very much of the opinion that popular media leads society, it doesn't follow it. And so if you're very serious about social change around our faith and a real belief that, belief in Christ can change everything in people's lives, but it does require people to actually make decisions to live differently and not just show up on a Sunday. And so that's why we're in the media space, but we're very much in the media space on the way that I talk about. We plow the field with media. We soften people up, but then we do a lot of work on the ground to essentially plant the seeds, which is the resources that we provide for churches, for schools, for companies that are based on those stories that come out of Heartlines.
Sure. That's a powerful story, man, in terms of, when you talk about living a life of purpose, it actually makes me think of some of the teachings of the late Dr. Miles Monroe, taking that mountain of media. Oh, that's incredible. Listen, so what connects us? One of the things, besides the fact that we both believe in Jesus, one of the things that has connected us as organizations is the Association of Christian Media. Now, I want to find out from you guys, because one of the things that I really want us to is to deal with on these interviews is about the importance of partnerships. But I want to find out from you, how did you guys join the ACM as it's known, and what have you seen in terms of experience since you've joined the ACM?
Well, I think ACM is a wonderful organization. As much as we exist in the mass media world, we to be networked with organizations and productions that are explicitly Christian based and are reaching into the audiences that we want to reach. And ultimately you can't do anything alone. Jesus had 12 disciples. He didn't just go out and preach the word. He had 12 disciples. So I think ACM is the ability to network, to support, to connect with, and then opportunities to engage with like-minded people and organizations. So for us, it's been a great opportunity to network, and I think it sounds like a small thing, but it's actually a huge thing.
Yeah.
And that's the big opportunity that ACM has given us. And I think we've been members, I don't know, a good 10, 12 years.
Sure.
Maybe longer. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for your time, God. I know you're a busy man. I can't believe I get to meet the man behind Soul Buddies. I used to watch that as a kid all my life. So excuse me fanboying here for a second.
No, you're more than welcome. Don't clap, throw money. But also like to just say to your listeners, you must watch out for Fathers Matter. There's a series of 6 films, resources promoting the positive presence of men in the lives of children. As Christians, family and us men actually being more present in the lives of kids has been shown to be fundamentally important. And, love to chat to you guys, but encourage your watchers to basically, go onto our website, fathersmatter.org.za. Watch the movies on Telkom One. You can stream them. There's a discussion guide. It's the next big Heartlines intervention called Fathers Matter.
Sure. That's powerful, man. Thank you so much for your time, God.
Well, thank you. It's been my pleasure and great to meet you. It's been a while, obviously, since you watched Soul Buddies, because you don't look like you're still 12. So.
Yeah, definitely not 12 years old anymore.
Yeah.
But definitely, it actually revolutionized my life. It was quite an impactful TV program. And I thank you and I honor you for that. Not many people will get this opportunity to say this to you, but thank you so much. That was a very influential program. And on behalf of every single 30-something, I'll leave it at that, 30-something-year-old out there and 40-something-year-olds out there. Obviously, I don't leave them out. I have siblings as well. But on behalf of all those people, thank you for your obedience, because you'll never really know the impact you've had. Because I am definitely one of those people that were impacted, that you guys had, in the work and the obedience that you guys had.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's lovely to hear, and thank you for your support.
It's a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. Okay.
Thank you very much, God. Cheers.
Cheers. Have a good one.
Isn't it so interesting that some of the programs we grew up on, or maybe you witnessed a couple of years earlier in life and you were more mature than I was at the time, but those significant programs actually came from somebody who knew that there's a significant purpose. If this does not encourage you on purpose, man, I'm not entirely sure what would, but wow, what a conversation. I know you were blessed by that. Dini?
It was so good to actually watch and see how it started so small, but it has grown and actually fulfilled its purpose. Talking about purpose, Faith Revival Tour is happening, and it's going to be so amazing, because what happened here for Faith Revival 4.0 is going to the nations. We're taking Jesus on the road. For everyone who came and actually be part of Faith Revival 4.0, saying come to where I'm from, come to Durban, come to Cape Town, we're actually coming to you. So please do register onto our website, myfaithtv.com, and we would love to, when you see one of our people there, whether it's Jade or Shante, or come and say hi. We would love to chat with you and actually connect with each and every one of you guys. It's going to be powerful.
I'm just gonna have a bit of a disclaimer. We love you. You know, with all our hearts, we actually truly love and appreciate you. If this is happening in your province, please don't ask us, when are you coming to my specific city? Okay? If you're in George and the revival tour is happening in Cape Town, make sure you travel to Cape Town, because it's only going to be, 2 days, 3 days? It's going to be a little bit of time, but it's going to be a powerful time, a significant time in your city. So make sure you actually register to be a part of this. And speaking about Cape Town, we have an amazing programmer all the way in Cape Town. He leads the Bay CFC, but Wisdom for Life with Alan Bag, Mondays to Fridays at 6:30 a.m. Central African Time, is a program to stay connected to. And of course, you can always catch it on our FaithNOW platform. There is so much that happens in the network. I love it. I love it all. But Faith Cares has been doing incredible things for how many years now? Man, it's been so amazing watching them involved in every endeavor.
Yeah, and they're not just only involved with the city of East London, but they go to wherever the need is needed, whether it's the floods that happened in Durban earlier, but they are doing such an amazing work, not only to provide food or nourishment for the people that they encounter, but they also provide them with the word of God, because the food and the nourishment is only a stepping stone, it's only an open door so that they can actually do the work of the ministry, which is sharing the word of God. They're doing such an amazing thing for the community at large. And if you're watching, you're like, I want to be part of this. I want to be part of helping the community at large, not even just East London. The information is coming up at the bottom. Donate, do what you can do. Whether you say, I can't physically be there with you guys, but you can do something about it. You can donate towards it, because whatever you guys give us, we actually put it to good use, putting together food parcels that they're currently busy with for Faith Revival 5.0 right now as we speak. We're not just leaving it here, we're not just containing it here, but we're going out to the nations and making sure that people are not just fed, but they hear the gospel of Jesus Christ, because that will actually save them and make their lives much better than the food that will just last a day or a couple of days.
My goodness, that's it. If you've heard what we've had to share, you've heard what Dini has even shared about Revival Tour and Faith Cares. Now go and take a look at this.
Revival is coming to a city near you. The Revival Tour kicks off in Johannesburg, October 9th to the 10th. Durban, October 12th to the 13th. Emalahleni, October 15th to the 16th. Polokwane, October 17th to the 18th. Potchefstroom, October 20th to the 21st. Kimberley, October 22nd to the 23rd. Bloemfontein, October 24th to the 25th. Cape Town, October 27th to the 28th. With all roads leading to Faith Revival 5.0 in Buffalo City, October 30th to November 6th in the Faith Dome. Registration is essential to secure your free seat. Go to myfaith.tv or email us on revivaltour@myfaithtv.com for more information. So, what are you waiting for? Register today.
South Africa celebrates Women's Month every year in August. It's a time of remembrance. It's a time of, let's say, glorifying the past, where women did so much for the emancipation, the freedom of South Africa. Unfortunately, when it comes to Women's Month, we don't always celebrate women for who they are. Women's Month in South Africa has turned into a political thing. It's about the political things that women did, and not about the great things that women did. We are here at Witmos, where we as Faith Cares will reach out to the women, the pillars of the society in South Africa. Women who have been abused, women who have had the wrong things in life thrown at them, women who suffer alone, but women who, without moaning, without making it difficult for others, continue to look after children, continue to build into the lives of the adults of the future. Go with us tonight, experience with us tonight the wonderful blessings of being able to be a blessing, to hand over a wonderful gift to the women of South Africa, recognizing them for what they are doing in the lives of so many.
Good afternoon, I'm Maria. I'm also here at Witmos Primary School. We're only 2 educators here, and we've got this amazing community that we're actually teaching in. It's so nice to have so many different children coming from different households and all attending our school here. Unfortunately, we do happen to have a lot of children who come and they tend to give us a lot of problems in the classrooms. And quite often it manifests after a weekend, and then we eventually started to pick up that there are quite a lot of gender-based violence going on in the households over weekends.
Gender-based violence affects the children mostly. If they see something at home, it disturbs their mental health, and then they start bullying other children.
It is also difficult for the older children often because the parents expect an older girl, especially girls in the household, to take care of the household when they're not capable of doing so.
My ma en my pa's uitmekaar uit en ons bly by my pa. My ma bly by Beaufort. My pa werk en ek maak die huis skoon. My groot boetie werk en ek kyk aan my klein boetie na die skool toe gaan en ek leer graad 7, ek is in graad 7.
Hello, I'm Marie Lord. I'm a teacher at Witmos, and we are very privileged to be able to work with amazing parents. But unfortunately, a lot of our families are not a mom, dad and children. There is a lot of our children that are living with their grannies and grandpas where mom and dad is not in the picture.
Affection and love and attention does make a big difference. If we can really just give that back while the kids are here with us in the mornings, then we know we've got a child that's been strengthened before they have to go home into that disrupted situation again.
God created women with the desire to be loved and to be valued. This month, Faith Cares is reaching out to so many women to show that we love them. We are blessing them with a gift bag. This wonderful gift bag is a toiletry bag, consists of toiletries such as deodorant, roll-on, lotion, soap, sanitary pads, key holder, and of course, the Gospel of John. This is just to show that we really care. Ons dierbare Vader, ons sê vir U dankie vir hierdie geleentheid hier. Vader, Here Jesus, ek bid dat U dit nou rustig sal maak in ons elkeen se harte, sodat elke vrou hier ook ontvanklik sal wees vir U woord. Dankie Here vir U teenwoordigheid. Dankie Here dat ons weet die Heilige Gees woon hier by ons, is hier binne in ons. Dankie Here Jesus dat ons kan weet, ons kan hierdie aand, hierdie geleentheid aan U kan opdra. Dankie Here, ons weet U is groot, ons aanbid U. Ons sê vir U dankie vir U grootheid en dit wat U ook vanaand gaan doen. Ons sê vir U dit alles voor dankie in Jesus se naam alleen. Amen. Hierdie is 'n baie spesiale FaithNOW partners, I would really like to thank you for your contribution, for making this possible. If it weren't for you, we cannot do what we are doing. Thank you for being part of this wonderful opportunity for women to be recognized for what they are doing. We really love you and appreciate you for what you are doing. May God bless you.
I trust that really blessed you. What a time we've had together today. And I know, man, the same God who's been good to you so far will be good to you as we conclude this month of September 2022. Des, I know we have a bunch of things for people to look forward to. What can our viewers at home look forward to?
Well, if you're joining us and you want to continue joining us, well, remember, from Monday to Thursday, we have Faith Today at 6 p.m. Central African Time. On Friday evenings, for our youth and young adults specifically, but if you're older, you can join as well. We have our NXT Live from 6 p.m. Central African Time. And then, well, on Sunday, we have our Faith Church Sunday morning service from 9 a.m. Central African Time. And I trust that you'll be blessed by every single one of those programs. So tune in. We look forward to seeing you there.
Yes, we do. And to every single person, I want to remind you. So here's something that I really appreciate about this entire network. On Fridays, during our lives on Fridays, because obviously it's always such an empowering time. If you happen to be watching on TV, the conversation or the program actually continues a little longer on the social. So once you're done with the television, make sure you stay tuned just a little longer on Friday nights as well as on Sundays, because you know Pastor Nile ministers up a storm and it's always so powerful. But I mean, time is sometimes not really enough. So make sure you have enough data or you have enough backup on your router, whatever it is, because I know there's load shedding and a bunch of things. But make sure you keep connected, you stay connected to what is happening in the entire Faith family of networks after the actual live component happens from linear television. But man, Faith Now is always such an incredible platform to make sure you don't miss out on anything. From Des and myself and the entire team, we just want to give you a heartfelt thanks. Doctors Andre and Jenny want to convey their thanks to you for being a part of this network and for consistently supporting what we do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Until next time, we love you, God bless you, and we'll see you. Stay blessed.